In this first example, we're going to be determining the mode. So Frank, a cafeteria manager, wants to know which type of sandwich is most popular. He records each type of sandwich for 1 week, and you can see there were 40 tuna salad sandwiches ordered, 58 egg salads, and so on and so forth. So it wants us to create a stem and leaf plot. So a stem and leaf plot is a way to organize numerical data in order of place value. The tens digit and greater are the stem part, and the ones digit is the leaf. So for example, if I have the numbers 2, 15, 18, and 29, 2 has no tens value, so the stem would be 0 and the leaf would be 2. 15 and 18 both have 1 tens value. So 1 would go under stem, and we could put 5 and 8 under leaf to represent 15 and 18. And finally, 29 has 2 10 values, so we put a 2 in the stem column and a 9 in the leaf column to represent 29. To plot decimal numbers, the 1 digit and greater would be the stem, and the tenths and less would be the leaf. So your whole numbers would go in the stem, your decimal numbers would go in the leaf. So for example, 0.8, 0 would be the stem and 8 would be the leaf. 2.1, 2 would be the stem and 1 would be the leaf. And we could also put 2.7 in that same row where 2 is the stem and 7 is the leaf. And for 10.8, 10 is the stem and 8 is the leaf. So let's create our own stem and leaf plot for this data. So let's look at tuna salad first. Tuna salad is 40. So the 4 would go in the stems column. So we'll put 4 in the stems column and 0 in the leaves column. Okay. Then we can look at egg salad, which is 58. So 5 would go in the stems column, 8 would go in the leaf column. The next one would be grilled veggie, would be 76, which would be 7 and 6. Then ham and cheese, which would be 65, so we would do 6 and 5. Turkey is 47, so I can go back to where I put my 4 before and add a 7 for 47. BLT is 61, so I can go down to where I have a 6 and add a 1. Assorted meat is 53, so I'll add a 3 to the 5 stem. Grilled chicken and avocado is 41, so I'll add a 1 to the leaf column. Steak and cheese is 76, so I'll add another 6 to the 7 stem. And pastrami is 68, so I'm going to add an 8 to the 6 stem. Now this is great, but it's not exactly what we want, because we have we have our stems going 4, 5, 7, 6, and we want them in order. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little swap. So we're going to put 6 up here. And we can put 7 down below. And it was 7, 6, and 6. So now they're in 4, 5, 6, 7. The other thing we should do is put our leaves in order. So for example, in the 4 stem, I have 0, 7, 1. And I should really have 0, and then 1, and then 7. In the 5 stem, I should have 3 and then 8. In the 6 stem, I should have swapped that 1 and that 5. And my 7 stem is fine. So there is my stem and leaf all complete. All right, so let's see what Part B wants us to do. Part B wants us to determine the mode. So what value is there the most often? So I have 140, I can look at it like through the stem and leaf because they're all sorted. I have 140, 141, 147, a 53, a 58, a 61, a 65, and a 68, a 76, and a 76. So the mode for this data is going to be the one that appears the most often, which is the only one that's there twice, which is 76. So the C part asks, is the mode the best measure to determine the most popular sandwich? So in this case, the 76 is the steak and cheese and the grilled veggie. And those are the one that are chosen the most often. They both have 76, which is the highest number. Like tuna salad's only picked 40 times, turkey's only picked 47. But these two are chosen the most often. But it doesn't necessarily always work that way, that the mode will help us decide the most popular. Because 40 people could have picked tuna salad, 40 people could have picked turkey, 40 people could have picked grilled chicken and avocado. And if they were all 40s, that would be the mode. But they're certainly not the most popular. They're actually the least popular. So in this case, the mode happens to also be the most popular, but it doesn't always work that way.